Hello students, the title of this video session is Power Electronics and PLC. This video lecture is for the 5th semester Electrical and Electronics Diploma Engineering students. Let's begin from the introductory part. Power electronics belongs to partly power engineering and partly electronics engineering. Power engineering mainly concerned with generation, transmission, distribution, and utilization of electric energy at high efficiency. High efficiency means higher level of voltage, higher level of current, higher level of power, like it is in the level of kilowatt, megawatt, like this. Electronic engineering concerned with the distortionless production, transmission, and reception of data and signals of very low power level without considering much about the efficiency. Low power level means it is of the order of few watt or milliwatt, like this. So power electronics is a subject that concerned with the application of electronic principle into a situation that are rated at power level rather than signal level. Signal level means you have read in the electronics subject many many electronic devices like diode, BJT, those are all rated at signal level because those devices can operate, can run, can work in the lower level of voltage. Those devices can withstand low level of power. That's why those devices are rated in signal level. But in power electronics, uh, electronic devices are rated at power level because these devices can withstand higher level of power. So what do you mean about this? What do you mean about this power electronics subject? How you define this power electronics? Power electronics is a subject that deals with a apparatus or equipment or device that are working on the principle of electronics but rated at power level rather than signal level. So I am giving you a daily life example through which you can better understand power electronics devices. So power electronics basically deals with right from few watt level mobile charger up to high megawatt level industrial drive. Let us consider one grid. In a grid, you found appliances from 230 volt 50 hertz single phase AC supply to higher voltage level 3 phase AC supply. All these appliances are all these appliances in the grid are running from low level voltage to high level voltage. So let's take one example of AC motor. If we provide this AC supply or this AC voltage to a AC motor, this AC motor will run in a particular speed only. But we want this motor to run in variable speed also. Then how we perform this task? We can run this motor in variable speed by using variable speed drive. So for this for understand this variable speed drive or to operate this variable speed drive, we need conversion technology. What do you mean by conversion? Conversion means we can convert AC to DC or AC to AC, like this. What do you mean by AC to AC conversion? Means we can convert fixed voltage, fixed frequency AC to a variable voltage, variable frequency AC. So for this conversion, we need mainly power converters. So in this subject, we are mainly dealing with four types of power converters. What are those? They are AC to DC converter, which is known as a rectifier, AC to AC converter, which is known as cyclo converter. Cyclo converter mainly controlling the magnitude or the frequency or both. And the next one is the DC to AC converter, which is known as inverter. And the last one is the DC to DC converter, which is known as chopper. So there are four types of basic converters which we are dealing with this session, with this subject. All the converters, mainly all the converters are made up of power semiconductor devices. What is this power semiconductor devices? We are dealing with this in the later part. So first I am in this particular heading I am just giving you the introductory part, and the later in the later chapters we will discuss thoroughly about all these converters. So all these converters are made up of power semiconductor devices. So in this first module we are looking with the construction, operation and characteristics of power semiconductor devices. These power semiconductor devices are either uncontrolled or semi-controlled or fully controlled. Okay, so we will looking starting from power. We are looking at power diodes, power BJT, power MOSFET, SCR, IGBT, diac, triac, and so on. Many more power electronics devices are there. We are particularly dealing with all these semiconductor devices in this subject, mainly their characteristics. Okay, so after that we are looking at each after that we are looking at each converters individually, uh, in details, their designs, their workings, their working principles, their input voltage, output voltage, waveforms, characteristics, their input current, output current characteristics, all these things. Okay, so also we are reading about all the converters with different type of loads like R load, RL load, RLE load, etc, and so on. Okay, so what we need in this particular chapter, we need to learn about the construction, working principle, characteristics of all the power semiconductor devices. But to learn about details of these power semiconductor devices, some prerequisite things are required. What are those? Those are mainly circuit analysis. You need you need to you require to know about the steady state analysis and transient state analysis. Little bit knowledge about semiconductor devices also required, which you have already read in analog electronics subject in your previous semesters. Okay, so what you found after facing all the introduction about this power electronics, you can after you at the end you can grow at the end when you go through the power electronics subject, you would able to design and analyze any power converter configuration, and you also know about various applications of this power converter configurations. You can choose by yourself which configuration power converter is required for a particular application. For example, let us take power supply application, battery charging application, drive application. So whatever is the application for any, for all these type of applications, what are the converter configurations, you can decide by yourself. You can decide by yourself and analyze and determine that which configuration is well suited with all the applications. Okay, so now you understand the basic things about power electronics. In power electronics, first of all we have studied about the basic power semiconductor devices. which are mainly used in the power converters. Then we will study various types of power converters, their configurations, their circuit design, their output waveforms, and at last we studied about the different applications of power electronics. Okay, so let's start with power diode in module 1. In module 1 you have read about various um, types of power electronics, power semiconductor devices, like power diode, power BJT, power MOSFET, SCR, diac, triac, IGBT, and many more. So let's start with power diode. Okay, let's start with power diode. So you are already read in electronics subject in your previous semester about the diode. Diode is a diode is also a electronic devices or semiconductor device, which operate in electronic principle. But in this particular subject we read about power we will read about power diode. Power diode, here power term is added to the diode. What it means, in this case diode is operate in a electronic principle, but it is rated in power level. Means in this case power diode is a device, semiconductor device, which is used in power converters of high higher level of power rating. It can withstand higher level of voltage, higher level of current, higher level of power. So let's begin from the construction part. Okay, power diode mainly consists of three layer. The top layer is heavily doped P plus layer, middle layer is lightly doped N minus layer, and the last layer is heavily doped N plus layer. This N minus layer is called as drift region in power diode. This N minus layer is placed in between P plus layer, which is known as anode, and N plus layer or substrate, which is known as cathode. Substrate means it is a layer over which we can epitaxially grow more than one layers. Okay, so the difference between the signal diode and the power diode is this n minus 1 n minus layer, which is called as drift region or drift layer, or it is also known as I layer. That's why this power diode called as pin diode, PIN. That I stands for I layer. Okay, so power diode is similar with the low power PN junction diode, which I already told you, that signal diode. Power semiconductor devices or power diode is more complex in structure and operation as compared to the signal diode. Simple because it is very simple because this complexity arises due to its uses in high power application. For the high power application, we modified its structure so that the complexity arises, so that it can be used in high power application, which is not available in low power devices. Okay, so power diode is complex in structure as compared with the signal diode. So let's compare with the signal diode and power diode. Let's compare the signal diode and power diode. Power diode is different. Power diode is different from signal diode in the constructional structure. Like in signal diode, it has p layer, n layer, and one PN junction. but in power diode it has p plus layer, n minus layer and n plus layer. This p plus, n plus, n minus, what it stands for? P plus means highly doped p layer, n plus means highly doped n layer, n minus means lightly doped n layer. So this is the difference between power diode and signal diode on the basis of construction. Okay, then another point is uh, the voltage, current and power rating of power diode are much higher than the rating of our signal diode. Also power diode have lower switching speed, whereas signal diode have higher switching speed. And power diode frequently used in power electronic circuit, like I said, power converters, and many more applications, like freewheeling diode, which are used in power converters, and for AC to DC conversion, for recovery of trapped energy, etc. These are all the applications of power diode. Okay. So what you know about the constructional features of power diode? Power diode consists of three layers, that is, one is p plus layer, n minus layer, n plus layer. N minus layer is known as drift layer, drift region, or I layer, and this n minus layer is particularly used for the support of large blocking voltage. In power diode, the voltage, current and power level are high. So next come to operation of power diode. So the operation of power diode is just same as the conventional PN diode, PN junction diode. How the PN junction diode works means, PN junction diode has P layer, N layer and one PN junction. P terminal is known as anode and N terminal is known as cathode. When we provide anode, when we provide positive, when we connect positive terminal of the battery to the anode and negative terminal of the battery to the cathode, then it will operate in forward biasing mode. And also, if we connect the negative terminal of the battery to anode and positive terminal of the battery to cathode, then it is in reverse biasing mode. So a diode conducts when anode voltage is higher than the cathode voltage. Means when we connect positive terminal of the battery to the anode and the negative terminal of the battery to the cathode, when the anode voltage, that means the anode to cathode voltage across the anode to cathode is higher, voltage across the anode to cathode voltage means the anode voltage means voltage at the point of, at the terminal anode, and the cathode voltage means the point, means the voltage at the terminal cathode. So when the anode voltage is higher than the cathode voltage, then only diode conducts, because when anode voltage is greater than the cathode voltage, there is having some potential difference, and then current will flow from higher potential to the lower potential and the diode conducts. So the forward voltage drop across the diode is very low during the conduction mode of the diode. It is about 0.5 volt to 1.2 volt. So in this reason, the diode works as a forward characteristics. And when the cathode voltage is higher than the anode voltage, then the diode work as a blocking mode or reverse mode. In this mode, diode works according to the reverse characteristics. So details about the characteristics of power diode, that is also known as PI characteristics, we will discuss in the next slides.